Some years ago, my husband, our youngest son, and I lived in Argentina on assignment from the church. Our son and I particularly made something of a career of visiting local sites of interest in our free time. We had a few favorites. Among them was a wild and wonderful zoo, unlike any zoo we had ever seen before. Rather than wander past cages of sleepy animals and admire them from afar, the Lujan Zoo invited visitors to enter the pens and pet the animals, even the most notoriously wild ones. We couldn't resist that invitation. Following the trainer, we made our way into the enclosure, prepared for the very large, very intimidating lions, and we petted them while they seemed to fully ignore us. Once we had safely left the enclosure, I asked the trainers how in the world they could have convinced those giant beasts not to eat us. Their answer was fascinating to me. They called my attention to the several little dogs who likewise inhabited those pens. They told me that one of the things they had done was to raise the lions with those dogs constantly at their sides. When the lions were very small, those yappy dogs were bigger than the lion cubs. The dogs believed that they were in charge, and they chased the lions mercilessly and nipped unkindly at their heels. The baby lion cubs became accustomed to cowering in the corner and behaving as if they were terribly afraid of the pesky little dogs. When the lions grew, they continued to cower in the corner and fear the small dogs. With the flick of a paw, any one of those large lions could easily have sent those dogs flying clear out of the pen. But the lions didn't see themselves as they really were. They were painfully unaware of the regal identity. They were stuck and limited by a mistaken notion of their potential. They thought they were small and weak, so they allowed pesky, persistent dogs to control and intimidate them.